Before changing oil in your vehicle, refer to your owner's manual for the recommended weight of oil your vehicle takes. You will also find the oil capacity, so you will know how much to purchase. You could buy the oil per quart, or you could save a little money and buy it in bulk. You will also need to purchase an oil filter. The right size can be found in a reference book, usually in the oil aisle in the store. If you cannot find the reference book, you can always ask the store clerk to help you out. The following are the recommended tools you will need to do the job: wrenches or a socket set, an oil filter wrench of your preference, an oil drain pan to catch the oil, and some old but clean rags. This one is optional, but I recommend having a creeper. By laying on this and rolling under the vehicle, it makes the job a lot easier. I also recommend purchasing a good set of ramps. The more clearance you have underneath the vehicle, the easier it will be to work on. Run the vehicle for a few minutes to get it warm, and then drive it up on the ramps. Turn the engine off, apply the emergency brake, and then open the hood. Locate the oil filler cap. It'll look something like this. You will need to create a vent by loosening the cap. Slide under the vehicle and locate the oil pan. The oil pan will also have a bolt on the bottom edge. This is the drain plug. You will also need to locate the oil filter. On this particular vehicle, the oil filter is conveniently located next to the oil pan. Select a wrench or a socket. Loosen the drain plug until it's loose enough to turn with your fingers. I recommend using gloves and to take it out quickly. The oil is going to be extremely hot. Drain all the oil out, catching it in the oil drain pan. Once the oil has drained, I can remove the oil filter. You will need an oil filter wrench to loosen it. There are several different styles of oil filter wrenches. Each wrench is designed to grasp the filter tightly and to be able to turn it using leverage. Pick the style you like best and place it on the oil filter. Wrench the filter loose until you can turn it by hand. Once again, be very careful with the oil coming out. It will be extremely hot. Allow the oil to drain completely out, making sure the oil drain pan is underneath. Once drained, wipe the oil filter mount with a rag. Take the new filter and apply a thin layer of oil to the gasket on the bottom. Install the new filter to the oil filter mount by threading it into place. You will not need any tools to secure the filter. You must tighten it very well by hand. With the filter in place, the drain plug can now be returned to the oil pan. With a wrench or a socket, securely tighten the plug into place. Make sure you do not damage the threads by over-tightening. Return to the oil filler cap in the engine compartment. Remove the cap and pour in the amount of oil that's recommended for your vehicle. Once again, you can find this in your owner's manual under specifications and capacities. And just for a quick tip, you can turn an empty quart container into a funnel by cutting off the bottom. Once you're finished adding the oil, return the oil filler cap to its original position and tighten into place. At this point, I like to start the truck and slowly move it off of the ramps, making sure all items underneath the truck have been removed. This will allow the oil to circulate as well as having the truck in a normal position to check the oil level. To check the oil level, you need to find the oil dipstick. With the truck not running, remove the dipstick and wipe it off with a rag. Return the dipstick back into place. And once again, remove it, making sure you do not wipe off the tip. The end of the dipstick, which was plunged into the oil, shows some markings. This is a gauge that shows the depth of the oil in the pan. If the stick is coated with oil to the top marking, that means it is full. If the coating of oil lands anywhere below the full mark, you will need to slowly add oil until it does reach the full mark. Wipe the dipstick clean and return it into its original position. The vehicle is now ready to operate.